settling into this game here with their second possession.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. Here's a run with their tight end. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
And the Cardinals first down. 2 yards on the play. First down, Arizona.
They send a receiver in motion left. They'll run. Here's Benson. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 6. Allen working from the pistol. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
3rd down and 3. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
36 yards.
It is a big gain for Arizona. 36 yards.
A gain of 36 yards. First down, Cardinals.
1st and 10, and it's Allen. He's into the secondary. To the pylon, he's in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Arizona. That touchdown gives him 18 on the season.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers. There's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It can be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it to the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
Stand 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready? Go! Ready? On play action, he'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
You know, so they don't connect here, Mike, but I kind of like the early message because now as a defense, they have to understand that even if we have this guy covered, one of the best players in the entire league, this quarterback's going to continue to give him a chance at the ball. So not only do we have to cover him, we have to contest and make a play on every throw.
They'll run right. Here's Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Ready? On third down, they'll set up to throw. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
The 44-yard line.
Ready? Go! The run up the middle. It's Walker.
Ken Walker, ball carrier. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cardinals' 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. Hut, hut.
Once again, it's Walker.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go now.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. Some hitting going on now. He was rough right at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It is 2nd and 9.
Mike, ready, ready.
From the pistol, here's Walker. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
4 yards.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready, ready. Panther 60, Panther 60.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line.
24 yards. That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and goal.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter as they go to work on 1st and goal.
Get it. Ready.
Walker trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do you do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, shot. 60 bison, 60 bison.
They'll run with Walker. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Back at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll run with Walker. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Cardinals 7. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for
Both
Seattle.
teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Stand 10 at their own 27-yard line.
To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
A run with Benson.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground. Man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. The Seahawks scoop it up.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. I tell you, watch do it.
Ready, ready. Here we go, here we go.
On the ground is Walker. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 4. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Ready. Ready, ready.
We'll try and run it with Walker. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Allen now on 2nd down. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Cardinals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll send Flowers in motion. On the handoff, this is Benson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he will get into the end zone. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Cardinals. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
That ties the game at 14. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And a good run there. We'll get him 5 yards.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4.
Broncos quick. Broncos liking 18.
They'll run the toss with Walker. And he is out of bounds at the 45. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Seattle.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
60 Bobcats, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. To the outside, catch made by London.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We're back to Seattle after this. 2nd down and 8.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 8. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35.
That's good for us.
Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup, 21.
Yard line.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one. And they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. It's 2nd down.
So while they fail to connect on this one, I don't really blame him for continuing to give his guy a shot in tight coverage. When you have someone as special as he is, you can't only throw him the ball when he's open. It's just not going to be enough opportunities. There's not going to be enough volume. So every now and then, there is a calculated risk where even if it's not the ideal window or situation, you've got to give a guy like him as many chances at the ball as you can. So these screenplays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. This defense over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Arizona will take its first time out. Clock will stop, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Tag. Ready.
They run with Walker. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back tosses. Now it's 3rd down.
And what started out as a promising drive, now they find themselves in 3rd and long. After being stuffed for a loss on 1st down with that ground game, they came right back to it, trying to make up some of those lost yards. The defense was having none of it. 3rd and long.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
And that one is off the left upright. He missed it. And this will remain a tie ball game.
You could see the body language of the kicker, Mike. Once it left his foot, he was kind of leaning. He was trying to bring that one back towards the middle. But that's the sound you dread as a kicker. It reverberates around the stadium, off the upright, no good.
They'll send Flowers in motion. Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. This one caught downfield by Flowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. about 25 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll send Flowers in motion. A give. Here's Benson. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
To the air. On second down, here's Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
They'll send Flowers in motion. Allen on third down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Card's going to signal for their third and final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
On first down, Allen going up top and looking for Flowers. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
That's Harrison in motion. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. throw it on second down. It's Allen. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Third and a long way to go. They'll send Flowers in motion. Now Allen facing third and long. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it's going to lead to fourth down. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start. That's going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
They'll take over at first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First play of the drive, and here's Benson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's second and 8. McBride is the motion man. From the gun, Josh Allen. Back to the right side, caught by McBride. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
And the Cardinals.
A gain there of 11. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
First down, Cardinals.
McBride is the motion man.
Hey, check on movement.
On the toss, they go with Benson. Finding space inside the 40. And he will go all the way. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Arizona. 2 more touchdowns for him here. Now 19 for the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. Met back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Seahawks 14. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
run here with Davis. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
On the ground once more, it's Davis. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
He'll go again with Davis. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got Tucker open downfield. And he will score. Touchdown Seahawks. Now the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks will even the score. It's now 21-all.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. McBride is the motion man. Allen going to throw on 1st and 10. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Brings up 2nd
We
and
call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, here is Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only did they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
Next score, Seahawks 28, Cardinals 21. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
6-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. Now Allen on first down. Here's a screen set up for Benson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
On second down, it's Benson.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
The city just made a sweep. People diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the educated LA yelling.
So, from the 36, it is first and 10. Gun, here's Allen. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks. But right now, it's been a lot of double coverage. It's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
On second down, here's Allen. Moving to his right. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Nolan Smith in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's third down. Play action. Here's Allen. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. Here's first and 10. Now give up the middle, it's Benson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Second and 11.
Second and 11 at the Seahawks.
They'll send Flowers in motion. Allen now on second down. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. Sets up third down.
A gain of a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's a third and 10. They'll send Flowers in motion. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is third down. McBride is the motion man. Big play to begin this fourth quarter. A run on third down.
Trey Benson a 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
The Cardinals lining up for punt formation. They forced a punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Brought down after a short turn, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Cardinals have got it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
That will tie the game. 28-all. Chad Wyman to kick off for Arizona.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This will be returned from the 6. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
On the 6. Man. Let's go now. Ready?
First down, it's Davis.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Man, press all 80. Have to be simple look.
Now to give to Davis. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Got it. Ready? Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively as it sets up fourth down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. Important punt here in this tie game late. This brought in out past the 20. And it's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return is not going anywhere. They'll send Flowers in motion. They'll run. Here's Benson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And third down coming up. That's Harrison in motion. On third down, they go with Benson. He'll have a first down past the 40. Inside the 20. And they're not going to run it down. He goes all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. Touchdown number 3 for him in the game. He's up to 20 on the season.
Chad Ryland.
Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
This is Davis. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple. And it's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Going for it all. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Seattle. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdown. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves the ball.
That ties the game, 35-35. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? We'll start at the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That one is complete to McBride. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
First down.
They'll send Flowers in motion. First and 10, and it's Allen. This throw right is taken in by Flowers.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 6. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
A run out of the gun to Benson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Devin Witherspoon on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At their 49.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9. Two minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll send Flowers in motion. They'll drop to throw. They'll work this out wide to Benson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 5.
Trey Benson will carry it. Devin Witherspoon on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
2nd and 5.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
From the gun, it's Allen. One just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
The sound deafening in the dome. It's 3rd down. They'll send Flowers in motion. They'll stick to the ground. It's a pickup of 12. It's an Arizona first down.
Typically in a 3rd down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass. But give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
They'll run here. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, all the time out, and set up the game-winning field goal try.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 17-yard line.
They come up for 2nd and 2.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go, Rig, go. Check. Riggs.
They'll run. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter. The 12's making noise in Seattle before third down. Receiver in motion, headed left. A handoff, running left is Benson.
Well, this sets up a big call here, Mike, on fourth down. You find yourself in a tie ball game with the ball. Do you decide to keep your offense on the field and try to play for 6? Or are you content coming off the field, taking the lead by 3? We'll see what this coach decides.
Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here we go. This is fourth down. They'll try it now with Benson. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that fourth down stop.
79 Broncos! Come on, come on.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That's hard. And he's going to go all the way. Oh, that's some late magic. They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Well, Mike, we're kind of looking at each other up here saying, do they have one more big play left in them? And they got it. When it's all said and done, it should more than likely turn out that that play is the game winner.
Now the try for an extra point. And that is no good. He missed it, but there's a penalty flag down. I think one of the defenders got an early run to try to disrupt him. So even after the penalty, they're not going to rethink things. They'll stick with going for 1. Oh, no good. He missed it. That might be a big miss here in a one-score game in the fourth quarter.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That's caught downfield by Harrison. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll send Flowers in motion. Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. And we'll get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Cardinals first down.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself.
Here's 1st down. They'll send Flowers in motion. A final shot now for Allen. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, as this one will come to an end. So it's a win here for the Seahawks. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.